I could turn this into a 20-minute theory crafting and speculation video, but I'm just gonna give you the facts and then sprinkle in some of my own theories right at the end. Hey there, I'm Aggie, and a surprising amount of people have asked me if the next Subnautica game is cancelled, or if Unknown Worlds has gone out of business or some of that stuff. So I thought I'd just make a video telling you guys what's going on and what I think we will find in the next few weeks, months, or years when it comes to Subnautica. So we've had no news about the next Subnautica game in almost a year, and we've not had any major updates for Subnautica or Below Zero in that same time. For around 8 months by now. That's when the last update to Below Zero with the Sea Trunk dock came out, and we got all the new buildings for Subnautica. Now, a few weeks ago, I saw some rumors going around about Subnautica being abandoned because Below Zero lost the company too much money, and Crafton dropped Unknown Worlds and cut them off or something, and all of that is completely ridiculous. Let's take a look at the numbers. Below Zero has made over $40 million in revenue, and you can't tell me that it took them $40 million to make that game. So it definitely wasn't a loss, and I'd argue that it was most likely a major win when it comes to revenue, because that is almost half of what the entirety of Subnautica made. And that's really good for a spin-off. Because yes, that's all Subnautica Below Zero was, it's a spin-off. I talked to Charlie Cleveland himself and he said it's a spin-off, not a sequel. So no, Unknown Worlds did not go out of business and we are still getting a new Subnautica game. How do we know? Well, a while ago actually, Unknown Worlds announced that they were looking for new members to join the dev team. And most of these job descriptions actually include that they are meant to be working on a new Subnautica game. For example, we have an environment artist for the new Subnautica game. We have a UI designer also for the new Subnautica game. And then down here we have a principal engineer. It doesn't say anything about the new Subnautica game here, but the new Subnautica game will be in Unreal Engine 5, so they would need someone who knows about Unreal Engine here, and this is exactly what they're looking for. Now, the fact that these are still up means they haven't found anyone to fill the roles yet, so that's another thing. But they are definitely working on a new Subnautica game. And I'm also pretty sure these used to be a lot more roles they were looking for when I last checked, so they have found more people to work on the game with them. Now, after some googling, I found this website Retro Dodo, who speculated about some release dates and stuff for Subnautica, and they, for example, said that the new Subnautica game has been in development for around 6 months, and that they will think that they'll likely see the new game arriving in early 2025, with a trailer at the end of 2023. I have no idea where they're getting this information from. They're just saying 4 years feels like a nice amount to wait? Like, what? So don't take any of this for granted. I don't think we can make any estimations for a release date or announcement. Why is that? Well, because they are switching engines to Unreal Engine, that means they have to rewrite the entirety of Subnautica from scratch. For Below Zero, they could reuse a lot of assets, code, and everything they've already done for the first game. But now, not only do they have to redo all of that, but they also have to learn how to do it in a completely new engine. And that takes time. They have to teach all the developers how to use the new engine, and then they have to make all that stuff from the earlier games again. So they have to create a new terrain generation engine. They have to create new creature controls or whatever they do there. I don't know, I'm not a game dev. And that takes time. And they also, of course, want to make it easier to mod, because that's a huge part of the first game, and they said they wanted to emphasize that more for the next game. Not only that, they also apparently confirmed that there's multiplayer. I don't know where that's coming from, but lots of sources say that it's confirmed, so I'm just gonna go with that. And multiplayer takes a long time as well. I was thinking that maybe they were just skipping early access with this game, but in my opinion, that would not be a great idea. Early access is what made Subnautica possible and so successful, and it's a huge part of the enjoyment I personally, and I know many others that also feel the same way, get from Subnautica. So cutting out early access for a Subnautica game doesn't seem like a good idea, and I think the devs know that. So Subnautica was very profitable, has huge potential, and they have a lot of stuff left to do than they wanted to do for the earlier games. So I don't think they would ever abandon this franchise, at least not yet. Like I said earlier, I'm not going to give any estimations because I think it's stupid to try and do that. But be patient, there are still open jobs, so they're still looking for people, but they have had a lot of time to work on stuff. So we might even hear something very soon. So stop the rumors. That's all I wanted to talk about. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, remember to leave a like. And as always, I'll see you next time. Goodbye.